Love him, hate him, ignore him if you want. Donald Trump still controls the room. Not because he's speaking, not because he's campaigning, not because he's tweeting, but because everyone else is reacting. Every headline, every panel debate, every angry post, every defense, every joke, even silence around Trump feels loud. America has tried to move on, but Trump didn't follow. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Trump doesn't need power anymore. Power needs Trump. That's why this story isn't over. This video is not about elections. It's not about policies. It's not about whether Trump is right or wrong. This is about why Donald Trump refuses to disappear, even when millions want him gone. We're going to break down why Trump still dominates headlines, why both supporters and critics keep him alive, why every attempt to end Trump makes him stronger, and why America hasn't figured out how to move on. Showed how Trump entered the system. Today, we explain why the system can't eject him. Because this isn't just about Trump. It's about how modern power works. In the past, power came from institutions. Authority came from titles. Influence came from position. Today, power comes from attention. And Trump mastered attention before politics ever touched him. America didn't create Trump. America created the conditions that made Trump inevitable. And once that door opened, it never fully closed again. Here's what most people miss. Trump didn't survive politics. Politics adapted to Trump. Before Trump, politicians chased approval. Media chased balance. Institutions chased stability. After Trump, politicians chase reactions. Media chases conflict. Institutions chase relevance. Trump didn't break the system. He exposed it. And once exposed, you can't pretend it doesn't exist. Before Trump, news cycles lasted days. Political scandals faded. Presidents disappeared after leaving office. Outrage had an expiration date. After Trump, news cycles last minutes. Scandals stack instead of fading. Former presidents dominate current news. Outrage never ends, it refreshes. Trump didn't just change politics, he changed time itself in media. Nothing moves on anymore. Think about this. A celebrity you hate. You mute them. You block them. You swear you're done. But then, a friend sends you a clip. A headline pops up. A debate erupts in comments. You didn't look for them. They found you. That's Trump. Not because he forces his way in, but because the system delivers him automatically. Trump triggers identity, not ideas. To supporters, he represents rebellion, defiance, being heard. To critics, he represents chaos, fear, loss of control. That emotional split is permanent, and emotional conflict never goes viral quietly. Here's the twist nobody likes to admit. Every attack on Trump confirms his relevance. Every attempt to erase him proves he matters. The more people shout, "Why are we still talking about Trump?" the more they answer their own question. Trump isn't going away because America hasn't moved past what created him. Until the system stops feeding on outrage, until media stops profiting from division, until attention stops being currency, there will always be another Trump. This isn't the end of Trump's story. This is the middle. Established something uncomfortable. Trump doesn't survive despite outrage. He survives because of it. Now we go deeper. Because what looks like chaos on the surface is actually a system running exactly as designed. Donald Trump discovered something most politicians never understand. Outrage is more powerful than approval. Approval is polite. Outrage is emotional, and emotion spreads faster than agreement. That single insight changed everything. This part explains how outrage converts into visibility. why negative attention is still winning attention, how Trump stays central without controlling anything, and why attacking him keeps the machine running. Because most people believe outrage is resistance. It feels like fighting back. It feels like pushing against power. But in an attention economy, outrage is participation. Clicks don't know morality. Algorithms don't understand ethics. Media cycles don't reward silence. They reward reaction. And Trump learned to trigger reactions better than anyone. Here's the loop: simple, brutal, effective. 1. Trump says something provocative. 2. Media amplifies it. 3. Critics react loudly. 4. Supporters feel attacked. 5. Both sides engage. 6. Engagement spikes. 7. Trump dominates the cycle. Nobody presses stop because everyone thinks they're pushing back, but they're actually powering the engine. Before Trump, politicians avoided controversy. Negative press was damaging. Silence reduced visibility. After Trump, controversy is currency. Negative press still spreads the message. Silence kills relevance. Trump didn't invent outrage. He weaponized it. Think about social media. A calm, reasonable post, scrolled past. A furious comment thread, everyone stops. You don't join because you agree. You join because you feel something. Trump operates on that exact instinct. He doesn't need everyone to like him. He needs everyone to feel something about him. Outrage gives people purpose. To supporters, they're attacking him because he's dangerous to the system. To critics, we must respond because silence feels like surrender. Both sides feel morally justified. Both sides engage. Trump stays central. Here's the realization few want to face. The opposite of love isn't hate, it's indifference. And Trump never lets indifference exist. Every statement is designed to provoke a response. If people are arguing about Trump, Trump is winning attention. Trump doesn't fight the system, he rides it. Outrage isn't breaking his influence, it's sustaining it. And until outrage stops being profitable, Trump will never fade quietly. Outrage fuels attention. Attention fuels relevance. Relevance sustains power. Now we confront the next layer. Because outrage alone doesn't spread itself. Someone has to package it. Someone has to broadcast it. Someone has to profit from it. That someone is the media. Here's the truth nobody in media likes to say out loud. Trump is bad for democracy and great for business. And once business incentives lock in, moral arguments lose. This part explains why Trump coverage never ends, even when journalists swear they're tired of him. We'll break down why Trump coverage spikes ratings, how conflict outperforms calm reporting, why just stop covering him never works, and how media became dependent on Trump. Because media doesn't just report reality, it shapes what feels important. When Trump dominates coverage, other issues disappear. Other leaders become invisible. The national conversation narrows. Trump doesn't need to speak often. The media speaks for him, constantly. Before Trump, news competed on credibility. Investigations built slowly. Ratings mattered, but trust mattered more. After Trump, outrage spikes views instantly. Panels replace reporting. Conflict beats context. Trump didn't corrupt journalism. He exposed how fragile its incentives already were. Before Trump, breaking news was rare. Headlines focused on policy. Experts explained complexity. After Trump, everything is breaking. Headlines chase emotional reaction. Panels debate personality. Trump fits this environment perfectly because complexity doesn't trend, conflict does. Imagine a TV producer choosing between two segments. Segment A, a nuanced policy discussion, important, calm, detailed. Segment B,
Trump said something outrageous, immediate reaction, high emotion. Which one gets more clicks? Which one trends? Which one keeps the lights on? That's not ideology, that's economics. Media coverage around Trump feeds two emotions. Fear, this could destroy everything. Thrill, this is chaos we can't look away from. Trump delivers both. Here's the realization few want to face. The media doesn't keep Trump alive by accident. It keeps him alive because he works. Even when coverage is negative, even when tone is critical, even when outrage is sincere, Trump still wins attention. As long as attention equals profit, Trump will remain unavoidable. The media didn't choose Trump. The market did. And markets don't let go easily. But